One time I was at Outback and I asked for coffee and the waiter laughed at me.
Oh,
and then she was like,
rude.
I wouldn't drink it here. I was like, okay. So I never asked for coffee at Outback again. But, you know, literally she was like, mm-mm. So I was like,
wait, like Outback Steakhouse?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm Cynthia, storyteller, spiritual softie, hija de too many identities to count, and one half of this diasporic duo.
And I'm Amy, creative curator, intuitive thinker, hija de inmigrantes, and this is
Decaf Soul.
Hi, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Decaf Soul. We are going to talk about a really cool, fun thing we did this weekend.
Indeed, we did do something very cool. We went to the NJ Coffee Festival, sponsored by NJ.com. And it was a very fun experience.
It was cool. Like, I don't know if this was like their first year or their second year, something like that. But
maybe because they've done other like festival events. They did the pizza one that you went to. The same people produced it, which I didn't know until like now.
I know.
Which is really cool. So they just kind of like, I guess that's what they're doing now.
It's like it's cool because like this was in Freehold, New Jersey. This was at the iPlay Center or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty big. When we walked in, it was like, oh, this is like, it's tiny, but then we didn't realize
it just opens up into this huge space, and then it's like a lot of vendors from all over Jersey. Some people were from Philly, which was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
So, you know, I think really the point is to get to see like what the state has to offer. And like, I don't know, I feel like if to be truly every coffee spot, you'd have to have it would be crazy.
No,
but like
much bigger
it was
than what
so
that was. Yeah,
fun because like I was telling you, I've gone to a lot of fairs, especially like a lot of like Muslim fairs during like Ramadan, and a lot of like the Palestinian stuff, like where we were doing like for fundraising and stuff, and I had experienced it that way. I'd never been a person to go to like fairs or like local farmers market, like unless like you accidentally step by it, but I wouldn't like make it my like event of the day.
You wouldn't go out of your way for it,
until we started doing these things with the Muslim community. And I was like, this is so fun. Like, look at all these mom and pops. Look at all these people working out of their house.
It's
and like
cool,
putting these things together and then coming to sell. And they literally make a living. Like festival season is like their time to make money. It's such an interesting, and I'm like, what would I have if I had my own stand? And sometimes
what's your vendor like?
Oh my God. I had this funny idea of making like these like pita hummus things together. Ooh. And like I even took a picture of it because I made it one day for myself. Like I put the pita on the thing, and it would be like, the cool thing would be like, my idea, right, would have been like making homemade pita with the Sage oven, which is like a rounded oven where you put the bread on top of it and it cooks it, right?
Okay.
It's very nice, and it like blows up, right? And you don't need like a big oven. It's just the shape of the thing, right? Mm-hmm. And you cook the pita on that, all homemade, and then let's say like homemade hummus and like the most like natural based olive oils, and then like that would be our stand, right? And it would be like super like,
what would you call it?
I don't know. That was like, I just got to the point of the food and like being all like, oh, let's do like local homemade, like let's find like, and then I was like, because you know we were doing, and I was like, oh, maybe we could find some Palestinian olive oil brand, and that would be like our thing, like our kitschy
that
thing.
That sounds really cool. I think you should like really.
I know. It would be like a lot, and then I like looked up how much like a Sage oven costs, and it was like $1,000, and I was like, oh, so it's an investment, and that's what I realized when I was like, because I sat down and I really wrote down everything. Because we were going to so many, and my brain was like, what would I do? Like, what would I
love that.
What would
you
be like
that going on? I had none of that going on in my brain.
Because we went to so many, like we would go to a lot for a while, and like you get to see like a lot of people do food, a lot of people like there's candles, there's books, there's anything you can think of. If people
I was like pretty okay because like the vision that I had was like it's just strictly coffee, but it wasn't just strictly coffee.
There were snacks.
There were snacks. There was pastries. There was like empanadas.
Yeah, and then there was like a really cool section of like if you want to just buy like the espresso machines, and then they had the different like the brewed like the nitro coffee. That was really cool.
That was really cool too. Yeah,
you know, and
there was a water stand at some point.
There was a water stand. Sure. Yeah, I thought that was
interesting. And gelato and ice cream.
Oh yeah, there was gelato.
Really cool. And teas. There was a lot of teas there too. So
it was so fun. And then they also had like interactive things where people would talk about their company and stuff like that. So it was very full circle.
It was nice. I really liked. They had a musician too. That was really cute.
They had
like
some live music,
acoustic.
That was like the first thing you saw when you walk in the door. Yeah. It was just like so nice. And I like that it was inside because sometimes the elements, like I've gotten stuck. Remember we went to one and it was like Queen City Roasters. And it was outside and it started raining. So we were all like huddled under the rain.
Under the tent?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it was like a really nice experience. But it was just like, you know, you don't have to worry about that. It was busy that day though.
Like, there was like in and out. Was just like going all over the place.
But, you know, like having that, like not having to worry about the outside weather and just like kind of enjoying everything. That was really fun. Like I really
enjoyed it. And I think my favorite thing, you know, first of all, the overall vibe too of the coffee festival was that you can just tell that these are also avid coffee lovers or tea lovers because it was like coffee and tea. So just like the feeling of like that communal sense of like people just gathering because they all love that one thing and they're all like,
cool.
You know, coffee aficionados and it's
like all types of people. Like it's not just one person or one like type. You know, like it was just like everywhere, you know. I was cool. A little like I was like, oh, there's so many hijabis here. Like I was like,
yeah,
this
there were.
So cute. You know what I mean? Like
that was
it
fun.
Was really nice because you know, like we love our drinks. We love our fun, sweet coffee drinks. I was kind of sad there was no like matcha, but then I was like because there was tea.
I thought there were matcha.
There was like a
somebody was
just like regular tea matcha, but not like matcha lattes.
Okay,
it wasn't. Which I get it. It's a coffee festival, but there was a whole tea stand. So like I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah, you did talk to that young woman. She had like a really nice. I think her setup was what really attracted us because it was like it was like on a book stand, but she put like the jars of teas, and you went straight to that.
Oh yeah, because there was also the lady with like the loose leaf teas, which is I don't drink. I know it sounds a little silly, but I don't drink like the regular tea in the bags anymore because like now when I drink it, I feel like I taste the glue.
Ooh.
I swear to you. And I think it's just because I've been like drinking loose leaf tea for like about a year now. And I have this really cute,
like
my teapot is all glass, and then you put the loose leaves in the middle. There's like a little thing that's like in there, and then it has like filter. So you put that and you cook that over the stove. And so like it's I like to do. I didn't even used to do these things. Like the other day I made a tea with it was hibiscus, cinnamon like sticks, and cloves, and anise. And it was so good. But it's like, you know, and you don't get those same flavors, like the full force of the flavors from the little packet teas, right? And so her whole thing, I wish I could remember her name.
So it mutes the flavors out so much. It's
not
like
good.
This is not at all what I.
So her thing was like she just like sells different like variations of loose leaf tea, and she doesn't have a lot of those places didn't have their own brick or mortars.
No, but you know, I love that. I love that that the space gave space to like these really like very brand new entrepreneurs. Like they're working either like straight from their homes, like literally straight from their homes, and they're bringing it over here just to get like their product out there. And I love that. And then there were like the more established places too, which you know
really have a full place established and everything like that, but they're still there kind of just, you know, it's a coffee festival, why not, you know, especially if like there was one place that's in, what was it, Montclair?
It was in Montclair.
And they said they had three different
locations. And I'm like, what y'all
doing?
Yeah,
I'm like,
just kidding.
But you
know,
and
raw.
That's the thing, though. That's the really cool thing when you go there and you realize that some people are literally working out of their homes. They're going to different festivals. They're doing this like this is their full time, and that's really cool because you know
we can relate on some level.
Yeah, I know. You think about work, right? And you're like, oh, like I have to clock in or whatever. And it's a lot. It's hard work, right? I'm sure nobody's taking away from the fact that they're working just as hard or harder because they have to find the different locations, find the different festivals, find the different events, talk to people. Like it costs to have a table somewhere between like 600 to 450. So like, you know, for the 2 days, that's what the cost was for the festival, for the vendors, you know. So it's a process, and to do that is like, I think it's really cool that there's people that are like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for myself, and I'm gonna go out and like, and you have to be kind of a people person because you have to talk to everybody.
And that's so tough for people who are not used to that. They're kind of like, oh God, now I have to like put my performance hat on.
I know, like at first I remember I was like, oh, I don't feel like talking to people.
Oh yeah. You were like, you did say that, literally. She did say that. She's like, I don't want to talk to anybody. And I'm like, I get that, but we're to network. Which we did. We met a like pretty cool people. And it was great. So we went into like the beginning, the first room. And that's where we saw like a lot of like, I think we saw more tea in that room than we did in the second room.
Yeah, the other one was mostly just coffee and snacks.
So
they had the chocolate, Jersey and Co.
Yeah, that was
There
fun.
were so many places that.
So fun fact. Okay, I just want to plug in this little fun fact story. Because when we got to the cart of Jersey and Co.
Ice cream.
It's an ice cream. It's like gelato. It's gelato. Just strictly gelato. And I see the owner, the guy, I see his face, and then I'm like, I think I scared him a little bit because I'm like, I know you.
I know. He was
like,
uh-huh.
Oh. So not that I knew him, but we went with one of our very good friends who lives in Jersey City. He's like, I know a really cool gelato spot we should go to, and we went there, and that is where we tried the black sesame gelato. I never had black sesame gelato. I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like the black sesame flavor. Amidst like all the other like flavors that you would never think to have. And it's just so funny because like I'm like, wow, this really is a small world, because I did not expect to see you here at a coffee festival, and there he was.
I love
the
that.
gelato spot. Oh my gosh. So what else the first person that we talked to was pretty cool.
The cookie lady?
The cookie lady. Yes. You know what's funny is that you were like, I don't want to talk to anybody, and that you just started talking.
I know, I can't help it.
You just started having the conversation.
So personable.
I was like, there she goes. She's doing it right now.
No, and that was really. Where was her place?
Her place.
Maplewood.
I think she said Ridgewood.
Ridgewood.
She said Ridgewood. I think her name. I can't remember, but it was just like, it was a table of cookies, and what was cool about it? There was like the pecan pie cookie.
They had a pecan pie cookie. And they were so big. It was like giving Crumble Cookie a run for its money, and it was all like homemade stuff. So, you know, because Crumble is great or whatever if you want to go there, but it's not as healthy, and they're using a lot of stuff that, I don't know. I don't think Crumble started that way, but now they're just so big that
I don't like Crumble. Sorry,
it's
Crumble
just like
fans.
very sweet.
I don't like Crumble.
And those cookies, like she had a coffee cookie. Oh, they're right there too.
Oh, that's okay.
But so it was just really nice and that was like our first introduction. It wasn't even coffee. It was like cookies. So it was like, yes, pastries. I love it. And then we walked right over to the Dominican spot.
The Dominican spot was
you
so
really
cool.
connected with them.
Well, okay. Kudos to their setup, because they literally had like
a huge
Dominican flag,
and we were like
right there, and I'm like,
boom,
going over there. So we went over there, and it was 3 people, but I think you know how there's always like helpers, but then there's always that one that you feel like is like the owner, or like the one that's like really like the seller point. So we tried like a cold brew, and it was really good. I really liked it, and we started talking to her, and I always feel so like fascinated. First of all, I love entrepreneurs. We love entrepreneurs. Like
yes.
We just love entrepreneurs. And I always feel so fascinated hearing their stories, and even more exciting to know that they're like very close by to where you are geographically. I think they said, I don't remember where they said, but I remember it was like, that's like a 5-minute drive. That's like a 10-minute drive. Like, either. You know, like, and so obviously the point was to go there to try the coffees, have fun, but it was also an opportunity for us to connect with these owners, and hopefully have them on the podcast at some point, just like ding, throwing out there. But we did approach ourselves as like, we're podcasters, we love coffee, and so it's nice to have that. It's good practice, I feel, to have, to network and build relationships and just, like literally building community with people.
Yeah. I remember the lady. So there was this one lady. So there was 2 stands for coffee table books, which we thought was really cool. There was one that was very, very smart. So one lady, she commissioned artists and was like do artwork, like coffee artwork basically, and she has this huge beautiful red book, and she got artists from all over the country, and they did their own versions of like coffee artwork. Some of them even used coffee to do the painting themselves. So, and that was like such a beautiful idea, like who thinks of these things, right? And some of those
clever
artworks were just so like, I love it. Like there was the one with like all the ladies in the cup,
and
they're like
God,
all like
so
with
good.
their like towels and stuff, so it's like the cup is like a big tub, and you're like, oh, I love it. And then in the description of every book, there's a description of the artist and how they take their coffee and where they're from, and you're
so
like,
brilliant.
I love it. God. So smart. And there was so many different things that I didn't think about, like that would be there. Like, like there was the other spot for cafe cultura, coffee culture. I think it was cafe cultura.
Yes.
And they were like a Colombian Philly-based, home-based situation. She was very sweet, and they sell, like, they don't just sell the coffee, they sell like a mixture to put into the coffee with like panela and cloves and everything, and it's already minced, and you just buy that. And I was like, that's so smart. Like I love that. I love that you can buy this extra additive, and it's not a creamer, it's not something like, it's super, like it's not bad for you because it's not full of a bunch of things, it's homemade, you know what I mean?
I think
like,
because you garnered such a keen interest to her craft that you could literally see on her face of how happy she got, because she's like, oh my God, someone like kind of understands like what the whole concept is that I'm doing. And that's also really beautiful.
Yeah,
too.
it was cool because like cool. You're there to talk about things. You know what it felt like? It felt like, like people go and it's such a big thing, like go to wine tastings, right? But this is not that. But you're really tasting the flavors of the coffee. You're really tasting like the tanginess. Like you're really realizing what it tastes like to have a light roast versus a dark roast. Like that, those are just words we hear. Like we don't really know. Like we're not all coffee like aficionados. So like to really have those things, and we were taking the coffee with no sugar. Like our first, like we were just
I was shocked.
They were doing samples like in little shot cups, like plastic paper cups, and we were just like going around like trying them. It was so fun.
I also love that
like
too.
I enjoyed that so
much. I wasn't very picky. Like I wasn't like, do you have milk? Which they did. They had like some of them had like
milk and sugar on the side if you really wanted it. But like we were like, no, let's like try
it. As
like,
it is. It was
fun.
It was dope. It was really cool. What else did we see? Oh, we also saw there was another. Similar to the coffee book, another kid. There was a kid. Yeah, he was a young kid.
His thing was really cool. So his coffee table book was like, he traveled around the world. I think it was like to 80 different countries.
Yes,
and he,
like worldwide.
And he's a photographer, so he just like when he would go to different countries and find a coffee shop that he found beautiful, or the story was cool, or he just liked that place, he would take those pictures and he put their description and everything into that book. And so you go through that book and there's just like coffee shops around the world, and you're like, so smart.
Like it reminds me again of like people, that term multi-hyphenate? It just reminds me that people are like that. Like this could be your day job, and then this could be like your side hustle, your side project, and then they make it into like some really cool pieces of art.
I don't call for people to overwork themselves, but I do love a good side hustle if it makes you feel good, if you're not like drained and it like if it brings more to your life. Of course, we're all happy for a good side hustle. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. This one one coffee stand really stood out to us because they literally had a car.
Yeah, they
right
had
next
the
to
Gran
them.
Turismo car. It was like I don't know how he had that there.
We're like, what is this doing
now
here?
I don't want to. I wonder how. I don't know why we didn't ask him why he has the car.
Oh yeah,
Like,
maybe
is it
it's
his
like
car?
I think, okay, so from what I understood is like this beautiful car is literally right there, and then
Because it says it's the real driving simulator. Because Gran Turismo has this whole thing where they have a game. It's called Gran Turismo, but they're trying like the whole point is like there's the live act, so you can get into the car and really drive it, and it's like the most like actually
like
being on the
simulation?
track.
Oh, got it.
So it's like a big deal for
The car community?
video
The
game
car community?
world.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it looked really, really hot. So the car was there, and then it was their little coffee stand.
They're called Motorsport Coffee.
Yes.
And like, no, Motorsport
Brews.
Brews.
That's what they're called.
And it was just so clever. Like, I was like mixing, so a lot of coffee, I mean, a lot of like in the car culture, they do this thing where the car meets are called like, they're not called that, but it's like cars and coffee. And so a lot of people like in the Sunday mornings, they'll do a big meet at some like a big like parking lot. Because that's usually where they do all of those things. And it's cars and coffee on Sundays. And like all the people bring their cars and then they just sit outside. And I didn't used to get that, but you know, I married into that life. So...
Love by association.
So I was like, this is so cool. Like, imagine if you were a vendor at every card
that is pretty dope.
meet that we would go to. Like, it would be so nice to go. Because, you know, you're ours are usually at night. Well, my husband's. So, like, I'm like, you know, there's nowhere to go. There's no bathroom. There's nothing to drink. So sometimes, oh my God, sometimes we'd be like, should we just like order Pizza Hut to this lot? Like, because, you know,
sometimes
we're just sitting there for hours or whatever.
Oh my God.
So I was like, this is such a cool, like using that
cool
thing, that real concept of like cars and coffee and making it like a little your own coffee thing. And they don't have a brick and mortar either.
They don't.
They would do the same, like going to festivals, going to events, going to things. Like, you're like, wow.
Just newfound appreciation for these like creative people. It's just
like, let me take this thing that I love and mix it with this other thing that I love, and then let me make money out of it. I mean, not everything should be that way. Like, if you love something, you should just love it sometimes and not make money out of it.
But the thought can cross.
Yes, if it works out, that's really cool.
Yeah, totally.
Cultura Coffee. That's what it was called. Cultura Coffee.
What I thought was pretty cool, which we did not get a chance to do because we were just making rounds of laps, but they also had something called brew school demos, which were essentially like coffee conversations, and it was just like a different topic. So like one topic was about advanced coffee processing, how worldwide innovation is helping the coffee industry. Another was just like tea with attitude for the coffee devoted. So it was just a lot of, and they were hosted by the very vendors.
So
that
they
were there.
Yeah.
So we didn't get a chance to do it, but like hopefully if we ever go next year, we'll attend one of the workshops.
Sit down and just listen to people and about what they love. Oh, the place in Montclair that has 3 spots is called Java Love.
Java Love. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was really cool.
One that stood out to me was, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's called Cafe du Scala. Cafe du Scala? Tuscala?
Maybe that's their last name. So
Maybe.
It's 8 sisters.
It's
and
8
they
sisters.
apparently in Costa Rica, was it Nicaragua? Sorry, Nicaragua. So they have, I think, their own farm. And then they also had like a liqueur for coffee. It was like a espresso, martini in the bottle. Yeah. I was like, this is cool. I'm like, okay. Like, you know, like everybody has their own version.
Their own flavor. Literally their own flavor. It was really cool. There was one spot too. They were actually from Newark. Oh my goodness. But it was Brazilian coffee beans. And it was these young men, and they had cafe coconut mocha.
Oh, I love that. So that was
so
also another really good
good.
one. It was like I don't have a video of them.
Me either.
So they basically like have a pre-made thing that's like coffee, coconut, and mocha together. And I was like, okay. And they were giving that to us. And it's like, so basically it's like instant coffee, right? So you just have to put it into your milk or whatever, right? But it was so good. And it did have a little bit of that coconut flavor in it. And I was like,
and I'm like, I don't like coconut, but like mixed with the mocha.
No, it was so well done.
Whoa, that's really good.
We have to stop by there and go pick that up because I really enjoyed it.
They were cool.
They were
cool
very
peeps.
sweet. They're also Newark based. So I was like, oh my gosh, like let's bring you guys in here.
I know.
Let's talk about what you do.
We wanna connect with you.
Yeah, I love the idea of imagine having like all of them together and just being like, hey, like let's talk about,
just take what we saw at the coffee festival
and put it all together so they can also talk to each other and be like, this is a similar experience I go through doing this thing, and I have a similar experience going through this, or no, that's very different.
Can you imagine the conversations that they
I think that would be really cool because it's just like a entrepreneur roundtable.
Whoa.
A coffee entrepreneur roundtable. That's really
brava. That's a new series.
Okay, we have to put all the things together. This is just the first part of our coffee entrepreneur series. Yeah, this is just the beginning, guys. Okay?
I think we were just like waiting to like do this, and now we're like, all right,
let's start reaching out to everybody because we want to highlight these people. We want to ask you what inspired you, what made you choose this view of your coffee shop or coffee stand or whatever, and like why coffee, right? Because
or tea. Why coffee or tea?
Or tea, like it's just fun. Like
it's really cool to just learn about their different backgrounds too. And it's like I said, like multi-hyphenates people, and you would like, wow, that's your background? Like how in the world did you get into like this? And they were really nice. People were just really cool and nice, and I don't know, I want to do it again.
I know I now in retrospect I'm like, I feel like we could have talked to them more, but it's okay
because there were a lot of people. Oh God, like there were some lines, and at some spots.
So another cool thing that I found interesting, not everybody was, and some people weren't even a shop, they weren't even a cart, they were just wholesale, so they actually sell to different like restaurants or things like that, or grocery stores or whatever. So it's like it was really just a full mix of what you can do. Like if you have, for example, some people do the coffee beans and they just sell that, and then that's their whole thing. So I think the Dominican spot was just the coffee beans. They don't do, or did they have their own spot?
No, it was just the coffee beans.
So
they don't have their own
like
spot.
that. So there was just like a full plethora of what you could do and how you could do it. Like, and it was cool to talk to some people and be like, we're working on trying to get into more stores. We're working on, it was like Shark Tank, like they were like, like they
were pitching. They were pitching
for sure. I guess that's also why they're there. They're paying money for each vendor table, so they want to make the best of it. Yeah. And I hope some people had some great like connections while they were in there, because it was definitely like
there was
spot to be
a girl who she made jewelry out of the actual coffee beans. Oh, that's
right. The jewelry out of coffee beans. Cool. I have seen that before. And the one that I had, it was like a bracelet from Colombia. So they were like coffee beans from Colombia, but I've never seen it outside of that. So it was really cool to see that again. That brought me back. She did like keychains and bracelets and necklaces. And it was like so cute. And it smells just like coffee. And it's true that the smell stays for a few months. She
did say that, like 4 months.
Yeah.
Which is like a long time.
Yeah, and it does, and it stays really well. And it's like, obviously, if you get it wet or whatever, it's a coffee bean. Yeah. It is what it is. It's not a forever thing, but it's so beautiful because like not everything lasts forever.
Nope.
So that's a very real. Like you're getting this jewelry that's gonna die eventually.
But she's making money out of it right now.
Yeah, it's so smart. Another very creative thing. Oh, there was the coffee for dogs.
That was so cute. It was right next to the Cultura coffee too.
Yeah, and it was like mushroom coffee basically.
And the dog was right there.
And there was a dog, so and they were basically like, it was literally like bags of coffee, but it was for your dog, and it was like apparently it was good for the dog.
And it was like the benefits were like reducing inflammation, promotes hydration, calming, anti-anxiety.
I know, it was really cool.
I was like, this is all for the dog.
You're like, well, I can try. I also could use that.
I could probably benefit from that too. And the owner, she's laughing at me. She's like, yeah, these are for the dog. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute.
Will it make me sick?
don't try it. But it was just a lot of different vendors and
Orange Sky. Where was Orange Sky? West Orange?
They were in West Orange.
I think it was. Yeah, they were really good. I took home this really delicious like pressed croissant covered in chocolate.
Oh yeah. Was it good? Did you eat it?
I didn't eat it. My husband did it.
Oh.
I picked the right snack for him, but I didn't get to try it.
Damn, missed out. Can you imagine though, like just being like behind the table and having to like
all day, like for 2 days straight, bro.
Like give me a cup, coffee. Like it's just like
no, it's intense. Yeah,
and that's if you have a team. If you're by yourself, then.
I know, and some people were
messing it up.
Yeah, and they don't have a brick. They don't. They really just do the coffee.
I love that
beans and stuff like that.
Oh man! Oh my god!
If you had your own coffee shop, what would it be? Do you ever think about this? Like, what would be the theme?
It's very similar to what I see a lot of coffee shops are doing.
You're like, sorry,
these days.
I'm not breaking the wheel.
I'm not. It's so sad. We talked about this before. We were like, if we had our own coffee shop,
it would be / bookshop.
It would be a / bookshop. You know how I think I've been to one where it had like / flowers and like plants. It was mainly flowers, which was really cute. I really like it, and I love the concept. But for someone who suffers from like allergies,
you're like, I don't know if this is going to be a good experience.
I don't know
if
this is going to hit as much as I wanted to. And I went to one, and coffee was good, but like the pollen, girl.
That's so funny.
I was like, I'm breathing in this pollen and drinking this espresso. It's not hitting right now.
Oh, you
I can't
sensitive
do it.
Sally,
It sucks. It's so sad.
So, okay, now that you're talking, because I had forgotten about the book club thing, the book coffee thing,
bookshop.
It would be like all the walls would be like bookshelves.
Oh, you have a vision.
And then I'm just building it right now. I'm just because we've been doing that. We've been like in this coffee world, and like there has to be a space for readings. Because you know what if like well we have like our like for like let's say an author comes to the store and they have their coffee and then there's like a little event, so definitely would need to have a little space for chairs and stuff for people to sit, like very 90s vibe.
I want a couch.
Definitely couches.
I want a velvet couch,
not just like rolled up chairs. No, nothing boring, just like different couches.
No, I want
seats,
like a soft
very eclectic couch. You know how like Van Gogh's ear has like a bunch of different tables. Every table is different, and every chair is different.
Do you want a mural like that? Like a whole wall dedicated to a mural?
Yes, but the murals could be like, so you know how in Newark on MacArthur Highway?
Yes! The art.
Like, I don't need Van Gogh. We've seen enough Van Gogh. Get out of here. We need new artists. So it's just like, wow, what a dream. I want to go there now. Like, oh my God. I'm so sad it's not real.
One of because it's like the mural on MacArthur Highway, it's different artists, right?
Yeah.
And one of the artists is the same artist that painted the walls in the new Terminal A in Newark Airport.
Yes, I have heard that. Yes.
And I'm like, whoa, this is like beautiful. And I believe that same artist also has a current exhibit somewhere it's in Newark, I forget, but I think it's Project Space. I can't remember, but I'm like, look at these artists just like paving the world with their art, and I love it.
Really
it's
cool.
amazing.
Like if you get a chance to get like commissioned by the place that you're living in, and you get to be around, and you know the murals on MacArthur Highway, like I can't imagine it going back to just plain brick. You know what I mean? Just like cement.
Dude.
Because at this point it's been...
I remember when they painted them.
It's
it was
almost like
at
10
night.
years now, right?
Yeah, at night, overnight, they just like... All these artists were just like painting.
I have a question for you, because I always... Do they change sometimes?
Okay. I thought it was my mind playing tricks on me.
I'm like, wait, this was different.
But
I don't remember. And I never see them paint it. I never have seen them paint it. But yeah, I've driven around Newark at night.
Ghosts at night that do it.
I don't know.
They don't. It's an actual artist.
It has changed, right?
I think it changed recently. I think some of them are still the same as they were 10 years ago, but there are some walls, and I'm like, wait,
yeah,
that's new. That's different. That's not.
I really like the one that's giving very like Mayan, like
Is it that
Aztec
beige
vibes.
one? It's like all beige and no.
But that wasn't always.
Okay.
I don't know because I would. Hopefully we can like.
They're so beautiful.
No, yeah, it's really cool.
I really love it.
And then like.
So you wanna commission one of those artists to paint the wall in the coffee/cafe space? I agree.
That would be.
I agree.
That would be
I think that would
thing.
be really cool. Are you in favor of like an open mic type of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's the vibe.
So you're one of those.
Very 90s, like. Not every day. We would be like an event.
Like every Wednesday night, like we
Yeah.
just have a little open mic
And
session.
then like yeah.
I
And
love
then
that.
we'd have like readings from authors.
Wow, girl. Do I sense another project?
Another
coming along?
adventure.
Another adventure.
There's
coming
actually
along?
a place that is kind of like that. It's called Queen City Roasters.
Oh, love Queen City Roasters.
What is it? Where is it at?
Currently it's in Plainfield, but they just opened another location in Clifton.
Oh, we have to go. That's so much closer because
Yeah.
Plainfield's so far away from us.
Plainfield is.
It's
not
a trip.
It is like.
For
it's
me,
farther
it
from
is.
you, but it's actually far from me too.
Yeah, it's like because it's like a triangle kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's far for all of us.
And Clifton is like a sweet middle
It's
spot.
right in the middle,
Which is really great.
Okay, we're gonna go to Queen City.
But the one in Plainfield has
the whole vibe of
has
the book
the
club
vibe.
and the
Mhm.
not the book club, but the bookstore.
The bookstore,
and
yeah.
the readings and everything.
Yeah.
because they had a whole space and they kind of reworked it so it could turn into like a
Which was really
bookstore
cool.
/ reading place.
Yeah, like could you imagine the conversations that went down with
No,
like
it's really
the
cool.
owner of the
Yeah.
bookstore and the owner of like the coffee shop, and they're being so down to be like, yeah, let's do it.
It's a family-owned business. They are Palestinian, and they have been around since COVID. They opened right around like right
really? I
after
didn't know that.
COVID. Yeah,
Wow.
and they
It was
obviously are doing
cool.
good.
I
you
really
know?
like that spot.
No, it's
yeah.
really cool.
I think I'd probably do the same vibe.
Why are you gobbing me?
Just not the flowers, dear God. I love it, but it's like my body would suffer.
That's so funny.
I think I had a. I can't remember. There was a moment of time where I even wanted to include pizza,
You could do it,
and I'm like,
but then you have to have the kitchen.
then you have to have the kitchen mixed with the coffee, and I'm like, that's weird. Why did I think about that?
No, it's not weird at all. But that's also because I drink coffee with everything. Like I'll drink coffee with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it can be
Yeah.
anything. Like one time I was at Outback and I asked for coffee, and the waiter laughed at me.
Oh,
And then she was like, I
rude.
wouldn't drink it here. I was like, okay. So I never asked for coffee at Outback again. But, you know, literally she was like, mm-mm. So I
like,
was like,
wait, like Outback Steakhouse?
yeah, yeah. What do you mean? You don't like coffee with your steak? What are you talking about? What else are you going to drink it
Oh
with?
my God. I'm like, wow, she's really serious. Right
I so am. Like, I don't get how people are like, what? I'm like, what do you mean what? Like,
out of all places, though, Outback Steakhouse.
I guess I just thought like they'd have it. You know what I mean? Like, why not?
Applebee's would have been more acceptable. Outback, that's crazy, girl.
Bro, whatever.
You're wild. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that concept would work. Pizza.
No,
with
I
coffee,
think
like?
that's. I'm saying that like if you
Maybe it's a big enough space I can like divide and conquer.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you can find a way to make it work, it can work. That's the fun part of being an entrepreneur and having your own
True.
business and having the full freedom. Like the coffee and brews
I
thing.
love
You know what I
that.
mean? Like that's so interesting to
good.
me. And like, well, how did you think about that? And why did you mix them all together? And it was like, well, I just love those things, and why
Yeah,
not?
like,
you
why
know?
can't you combine like the things that you love into one? Wow.
Or like instead. Oh, this one's more interesting. What about if it was like a movies?
And coffee?
Yeah, but that's
like
hard.
like you mean like showing like vintage black and white films, or you mean
I
like
don't know. Now I'm
like
trying to
maybe
think
each
of
day
it.
could be dedicated, like maybe Mondays could be like old-timey classic films, and then Tuesdays could be like,
But then the menu has
the
to
90s.
has to
well, then that'd be cool
meld
too,
with that too,
right?
you know?
Like, oh, that's a lot of work though.
That's all about building the atmosphere, building the
Yeah.
dream, you know? So that it just goes to show that we can do anything, right? We can build anything if we have the will and the want. It's like, why
You
not?
gotta really want that.
No, you really do have
my
to
God.
really like it is a vision, you know, and it's very different than it's not like clocking into your job and just having to kind of like turn your brain off and working and like your outside brain and just working. It's like you're constantly. I think it's a cool exercise for the heart, because instead of everything being monotonous, it's a constant change and a constant flow.
Yeah,
you know,
girl.
like
That's true.
it's a very cool
Like us, like humans,
way to
like
live.
constant
Yeah,
flow
it's you're not
of
stuck
energy.
in anything. I mean, I'm sure it's very daunting when it comes to paying the bills, and like if you're not getting a lot of people or you're not going to enough events, like if you don't have a brick and mortar, what does that look like?
Yeah.
You know, financially speaking, like
Yeah.
I'm sure it's very nerve wracking, you know? And so
totally.
that's why it's always my kudos to the people that do this as their full time, because there's a bit of a, who knows what's going to happen. There's kind of
The
like
uncertainty.
yeah. And so if you're choosing to do this, you're like, like I'm going to make this work. They have to make it work.
Maybe
because
I'm
if-
not. Maybe I can't do this. I can't do that. This
so
uncertainty is, it kills me. But I'm learning, and I think
You are.
it's a learning process. But something like that would turn the uncertainty into like excitement, into
That's what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
to
There's
turn-
no monotony there.
Yeah,
It's all constant change.
Yeah.
That could be scary,
Totally.
but it also could be very exciting.
It is very exciting. Risk takers. We're risk takers here. They had a little cute like
they had a candle stand
had
that
a
was like
candle.
all coffee, like latte coffee smelling kind of things, and that was really nice.
I wanted that. That was fun. A day without coffee is like just kidding. I
don't
have no
any
idea. It was short and sweet, and I think I appreciated that, because you never really know what you're walking into when you see like the words festivals. I'm like, oh gosh, is it gonna be like the state fair in the Meadowlands?
Yeah, like is there gonna be a
Is it
ride?
gonna be overwhelming? Is it gonna be like? But it wasn't like that.
There was like a step and repeat with the NJ
with the
Coffee
sign,
Festival.
the
It was, and
NJ
it was really
Coffee
cute because it
Festival
was
sign.
like a grass kind of thing, and
Very chill. Like they got the vibe right. Like they really did. We took some selfies at the selfie station. We had a lot of fun. So I highly recommend for anybody who's interested, whether if you're coffee aficionados and you want to go and taste the different coffees, or you're just doing your own research, or you're entrepreneurs yourselves and you either get invited to like attend these festivals and show up with your team and set up your beautiful vendor setup. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing this again
I hope so.
next year.
If you see events around your town, go to them.
Oh yeah.
Go. I didn't used to do this, and now that I do it, I'm like,
It's fun.
it's fun. You get to see different things. You're like, wow, this is so tasty. I'm gonna go to that spot next time. Like, actually go to that spot, and you're giving them a chance to like market their
and
product.
who knows? Maybe by next year they have a brick and mortar.
who knows,
you know?
right? Like it's like maybe
that
that
has
thing,
happened.
that event helped them out,
Yeah.
grow more, which is like, we can only hope for that for everybody.
Yeah.
So definitely just go to events, go to festivals, go to things that are different to
bring
you,
joy.
like
Yeah.
that you haven't experienced. Like you just went to the medieval fair. What is it called?
Went to the Renaissance
Renaissance
Fair
Fair.
in New York. First time going. That was a lot of fun. That was like, I definitely felt like I was underdressed because, girl,
So cool. People really dress up.
people get theirs, and I love it.
They even have like the ears
They
on.
have the elf ears. They have like the wings, like they're
So
like
cool.
the corsets,
corsets.
and like they're just in their medieval beauty, and I'm like, I'm so underdressed right now. But like and they have like the flower crown, like it's in upstate New York, and I believe, because it's been around for such a long time, the plot of land is theirs. Like they
That's
look
what
like
they do there.
That's and it's a huge plot of land.
cool.
You're
I really wanna
literally
go.
like you're walking into the forest in the lands. Like
I mean, that's a little different than the coffee festival,
Well,
but
yeah,
the point is
totally.
just go to events, go do fun things with your family, your friends, by yourself, even if it's close to home, and you can just take a little stroll and it's happening by your house. Go
Yeah,
to it, do
if you,
it,
like-
because people put a lot of money and time into these things. They want to meet new people. They want to show their product to people. Like you get to really be in community, but without having to like
you
be in
support.
community.
You show support. Like it's it could be as small as like your local farmer's market, honestly. Like it's just, I think if you can have the time and the space to do it, definitely do it. And if you can do it with a friend or your family members, it's just so much better.
You're always going to find snacks you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Things you've never seen. That's also the fun part. You're just like discovering something new. Almost every time I've found things that are new, you know, that I've never.
I love that.
I have these candles that are like, have faith candles or something. That's what they're called. They're based and they're naturally based beeswax, like candles. She was like the girl in the stand. She was like, you can actually take the candle
and you could put it on yourself, on your skin, and
because
like
it's all natural. Yeah,
that was
and it had like a little glitter in it.
I do remember that. Yeah,
those are so, and they smell so good.
Yeah,
they're like
those were great candles. I love those candles.
Oh, and she was selling soaps. Those soaps that was like her next thing, because I kept going to all these fairs, and like. Oh my God, those soaps were so, like, it smelled so good. And it like lasted on my skin. And it was so soft. Wow. And I was like, this is homemade. Like someone made this with their hard, like love and sweat and tears, like maybe not tears, hopefully.
Not the sweat either.
I mean, you know what I mean? But like, it's just like really cool. And so like, please, you can take anything away from this episode besides like dreaming about being an entrepreneur. It's go to your local festivals, talk to people, ask them the questions. Like, I know it's weird, but the cool thing about going to all these vendors is that they're there to talk to you because they want to explain their thing.
Yeah.
So,
it's just as nerve-wracking for them.
It is. Yeah, I'm sure it is, and so like, it's just a very nice
we got to uplift each other, y'all.
Yeah, for real. Like
spread love,
not hate.
All right, friends. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Welcome to Decaf Soul. Bye.
Decaf Soul is produced by WNN World News Network.
Follow us at Decaf Soul Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. New episodes every Friday.